Airlines won't advertise it, but hidden perks are sitting right under your nose. From getting a whole soda can instead of a tiny cup to surprise bonus meals, and yes, even a photo inside the cockpit. Hardly anyone asks, but those who know get it. Welcome back to Jetset Emma, where we unlock the hidden world of smarter, cheaper, and easier air travel. Today, I'll reveal the little-known requests flight attendants actually expect. And trust me, number 7 is the one you'll wish you'd known years ago. So before we take off, hit subscribe and ring the bell. We drop new travel hacks every week. Let's start with the basics that could make your flight infinitely more comfortable. And honestly, these first few tips alone could transform how you feel about flying. First up, seatbelt extenders. If your seatbelt feels a little snug, whether you're pregnant, carrying some extra weight, or just wearing a bulky winter coat, flight attendants have seatbelt extenders available. Here's the key. You don't need to feel embarrassed about asking. Just discreetly signal a flight attendant and say, "Could I please get a seatbelt extender?" They'll bring it over quietly, no questions asked. I've seen passengers struggle with tight seatbelts for entire flights when this simple solution was available the whole time. Tip number 2, extra comfort items. Most airlines carry extra blankets and pillows beyond what they initially distribute. If you're cold or need extra support for sleeping, just ask. On longer flights, some airlines even have amenity kits with eye masks, earplugs, and socks that they'll provide if you request them. The worst they can say is no, but you'd be surprised how often they say yes. Number 3, first aid and medical assistance. This one could literally save your day or even your life. Every commercial aircraft is equipped with comprehensive first aid kits. If you have a headache, feel nauseous, experience motion sickness, or have a minor injury, flight attendants can access basic medications and supplies. They have everything from pain relievers to bandages to antacids. Don't suffer in silence. They're trained to help with basic medical issues. And they'd rather you ask than have a medical emergency at 30,000 feet. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite categories, food and drinks. This is where airlines can actually be surprisingly generous, if you know what to ask for. Tip number 4, full cans and extra drinks. You know that moment during drink service when the flight attendant opens a can, pours a tiny amount into a plastic cup, and keeps the rest? Here's a game changer. You can ask for the full can. Just say, "Can I have the full can, please?" Most of the time, they'll hand it right over. This is especially useful on longer flights when you know you'll want more to drink later. Some flight attendants will even proactively ask if you'd like the can, but many passengers don't realize this is an option. Tip number 5, extra meals and snacks. After meal service is complete, airlines typically have leftover meals that they're required to throw away for safety regulations. If you're still hungry or have a dietary restriction, you can politely ask if there are any extra meals available. I've seen passengers get upgraded meal options this way or receive additional portions when they were still hungry. The key is to ask after the main service is done. Flight attendants will know exactly what's available and what's going to be discarded anyway. Number 6, special dietary accommodations. Even if you didn't pre-order a special meal, it's worth asking if they have any available. Sometimes airlines load extra kosher, halal, vegetarian, or gluten-free meals. If you have dietary restrictions that you forgot to mention when booking, there's a chance they can accommodate you with these extras. It doesn't always work, but when it does, you might get a meal that's actually better than the standard option. Now, we're getting into the really fun stuff, experiences and souvenirs most passengers have no idea they can request. Number 7, cockpit photos and pilot interactions. If it's your first time flying, you're celebrating a special occasion, or you're just a huge aviation enthusiast, you can ask for a photo in the cockpit after the flight has landed. Here's how to do it right. Wait until after landing, approach a flight attendant, and explain that you love a quick photo in the cockpit if possible. They'll check with the pilots, and if time permits and security protocols allow, they'll often say yes. I've gotten some incredible photos this way, and pilots are usually happy to chat about aviation for a few minutes. Number 8, wings, pins, and airline memorabilia. Many airlines still carry those classic wing pins they used to give to children, And some even have airplane trading cards or small souvenirs. These aren't just for kids. I'm a grown adult and I collect them from different airlines. Just ask your flight attendant, do you happen to have any wing pins or airline souvenirs? You'd be surprised how many airlines still stock these little treasures. It's a fun way to commemorate your flight. Number 9, special occasion recognition. If you're traveling for a birthday, anniversary, honeymoon, or another celebration, mention it to the flight crew. Many airlines will go out of their way to make your day special. I've seen passengers receive champagne, special desserts, announcements over the intercom, or even seat upgrades when available. The key is to mention it naturally and let them surprise you. Now let's talk about requests that can upgrade your entire flying experience. Number 10, seat changes and upgrades. Even after you've checked in, seat changes might still be possible. If the flight isn't full, you can ask to move to an aisle or window seat, or request seats with extra legroom. The best time to ask is after boarding is complete, when the crew can see which seats are empty. I've successfully moved from middle seats to entire empty rows this way. As for upgrades to premium economy or business class, it's a long shot, but if you're polite and the flight is undersold, miracles can happen, especially if you're a frequent flyer with status. Number 11, early boarding and special assistance. If you have mobility issues, are traveling with young children, or have a legitimate reason for needing extra time to board, you can request early boarding even if you didn't purchase it. Airlines are generally accommodating for passengers who need additional assistance. Similarly, if you're nervous about flying or have anxiety, flight attendants can often provide extra attention and reassurance throughout the flight. Number 12, connection assistance. For tight connections, flight attendants can sometimes arrange airport escorts to help you navigate to your next gate quickly. This is especially valuable in large airports or international terminals where immigration and customs are involved. Just explain your situation and ask if they can arrange assistance. It could be the difference between making your connection and spending the night in an airport hotel. Now for the secret to success. How you ask matters more than what you ask for. Always be polite, understanding, and grateful. Start with, I was wondering if it might be possible, rather than I want or I need. Remember, flight attendants are safety professionals first. They're doing their best in a challenging environment. A simple please and thank you goes an incredibly long way. Timing is everything. Don't ask for non-essential items during turbulence, takeoff, landing, or emergencies. Wait for calm moments when the crew isn't busy with safety procedures. And that's your insider list. If you think these secrets were good, wait until you see how to unlock free upgrades and hidden airline tricks that can save you hundreds. That video is right here on your screen. Don't miss it.